Growth Products' dry technology focuses on the science of soil, providing rich organic ingredients in a 100% concentrated form with no fillers. Your typical bag of fertilizer is not 100% fertilizer nutrients. Not only that, it most likely contains synthetic NPK and inert fillers to make up the bulk. It probably contains no organics that are the primary concern in the establishment of a successful hydroseeding project. All the ingredients in BioNutrients were selected and blended in proportions that took years of research. BioNutrients improves soil structure, water holding capacity, improves nutrient holding ability, and boosts the soil's living biomass with billions of soil microbes. The net results are faster and better germination, faster and stronger rooting, and a healthier ground cover that can withstand erosion. Simply put, amino acids are the basis of life. They make up protein in both plant and human life. They're rich in both carbon and nitrogen. They're considered nutritional supplements by the Association of American Plant Food Control Officials and as a source of water-soluble nitrogen. Most importantly, they're a food source for beneficial soil bacteria. They're also complex with micronutrients, making them more available to delicate roots. There are 22 naturally occurring L-amino acids that exist, and our BioNutrients contains 21, all from plant extracts. Good, healthy, undisturbed soil is crawling with life. The living portion of good soil, called biomass, has bacteria, actinomyces, fungi, algae, and cyanobacteria, protozoa, and viruses. Just 1 tablespoon will have tens of millions of rhizosphere bacteria. They help in nutrient cycling, root growth, improve soil structure, and biological control, all resulting in healthier, more vigorous plants. Every pound of BioNutrients has billions of beneficial rhizosphere bacteria and millions of mycorrhizaspores just ready to become active once they're in the soil. Once germination takes place and roots begin to grow, these allies do their job to clean, feed, and protect the new root growth. They have a symbiotic relationship with plants that has developed over millions of years. This partnership is critical for any plant to grow. A microscopic fungus that has been around for millions of years, yeast, does more than just make bread rise. Soil yeast plays an important role in maintaining soil aggregate formation and maintenance of soil structure. They mineralize organic matter and affect microbial and plant growth. Yeasts participate in soil nutrient cycles and mineralization processes and have the ability to solubilize insoluble phosphates, making it more readily available for plants. They serve as a nutrient source for a diversity of soil predators. Soil yeasts have potential as plant growth promoters and soil conditioners, and there are 1,500 species and more being identified each day. Nitrogen is often called the leader of the pack. It is vital in chlorophyll production, plant cell division, and is a building block of protein production. But it is most likely to be wasted when your nitrogen source is fast-release nitrogen. Nitrogen loss can be dramatic, with 20 to 50% leaching into groundwater and additional loss through volatilization into the atmosphere. These fast-release sources are the least desirable form of nitrogen to apply on seedlings because of their high salt index. Your alternatives are organic nitrogen sources or the slow-release nitrogen found in BioNutrients. Slow-release nitrogen, or SRN, releases nitrogen as the plant needs it. Growth Products, SRN, is our own exclusive formulation that has a near undetectable salt index of 2 to 4 and provides release up to 8 weeks, sufficient to get your ground cover well established with no burn potential. Potassium in the soil is quirky to say the least. Potassium sources such as potassium chlorides and soil bacteria do not get along. It's like adding bleach to your slurry mix. Potassium also leaches mainly because there's a relatively weak attraction between potassium and organic matter in the soil. On the other hand, it's often bound up and not available since it's in an insoluble form. So all in all, potassium has to be applied annually, if not more often. Check out our source, potassium humate. It's already bound to a rich organic molecule. It sits in the soil and slowly releases K as microbes use the humate as a food source. There is no other element that will green up plant materials as quickly as iron. It will correct chlorosis, the yellowing or bronzing of the leaves. It's the 4th most abundant element found in the soil, but rarely is available for the plant. Soil pH reduces availability, especially in alkaline high pH soils. Cold, wet soils basically make the iron rust. Also, other elements reduce its availability when they are in excess, such as phosphorus, zinc, or manganese. Treating an iron deficiency once it occurs is not easy, so it's best to take preventative action before the problem is visible. There are many sources of iron, such as chelated iron, that keep the iron in a soluble, available form for immediate plant uptake. These include citrate humic complexes and chelated EDTA. Kelp, commonly called seaweed, is often described as an underwater forest. It's valued for its micronutrients as well as its macronutrients of nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. The benefits of kelp are that it's a completely natural, organic product and a source of over 70 vitamins and minerals. The benefits of kelp go beyond just fertilizer nutrients. Botanists have known for years that kelp contains an abundance of plant hormones, or what we often call biostimulants. They are naturally rich in cytokinins, gibberellins, and auxins. Decades of research have documented that kelp will increase cell division. That means faster rooting and more roots. Better for your project to withstand erosion. In addition, kelp nourishes soil bacteria. Humic acid is the result of the decomposition of plants and animals over millions of years. It has left us with the most complex organic molecules. Rich in carbon, it's the one single source that acts as a conditioner for the soil and as a biocatalyst and biostimulant for the plant. Humic acid is not a fertilizer in the strict sense. It does so much more. It's a concentrated dose of essential nutrients, vitamins, and trace elements. It enhances plant growth or biomass production and fertility of the soil, and it sticks around for long-term effectiveness. It will help adjust the soil pH and is a food source for soil microbes. It is a very reactive molecule and will even neutralize high salts found in soils and carbonates and salts from poor water quality. And it can even detoxify soils that contain heavy metal. Having hyped all of the wonders of humic acid, the source used in BioNutrients is all the more important. Our source is potassium humate extracted from a soft coal called leonardite. This is the richest source, and the extraction process results in obtaining all of the highly active humic and fulvic substances. The yucca plant has long been known for its medicinal purposes. Native American Indian tribes used it for hygiene, skin disorders, soaps, and hair loss. Not to mention ulcers, high blood pressure, and for beverages such as root beer, alcoholic beer, and as a foaming agent. Considering all of the above, why then add it to our dry technologies? Because it makes water wetter. A super wetting agent that ensures that all of the ingredients are taken down into the most difficult soils into the root zone. It helps get rid of the compacted soils, and since it's organic, it also is a food source for soil microbes. For more information, call us toll-free at 800-648-7626. Email us at questions@growthproducts.com or visit us online at www.growthproducts.com.